Hey guys, welcome back. Today in this video, we gonna solve a problem from LeetCode, number 753, cracking the safe. So this problem is from graph data structure, and solution we use is DFS or depth first search, and also Google was the last company that had this problem in interview. So let's go and learn more about the problem at the beginning and then start to solve it. Okay, so problem is name is cracking the safe, but for sure your interviewer not gonna tell this to you. So if they're being really good, then they give you text like this for you and some example that you can take this and move forward. So, but sometimes even they come with empty description, and they just verbally tell you something, so you need to write it down yourself. So my approach usually is gonna be like this. So as soon as I start, I go for problem. Also, let me write down time here to find out how quick we can do this. So 2:23 is the start time. So first of all, we focus on the problem to understand it. Then right after, in middle of the writing problem, we will write markdown comments to make it organized and get signature of problem, and then we will go for visualize problems and actually examples. This is very important part. So at this point, hopefully you will remember what's the problem, or you will some solution come in your mind. So we will go for code and for unit tests, and at the end we will go for complexity. Okay, so to start this, we will start from where we gonna write down our unit tests, which is the best part is top, and then where we will come with the solution. So solution, and language we're using is Swift today. Maybe this been there or not, you gonna type it, but you don't have signature of the function or API of the function, so you need to start from this point. So first of all, we say, okay, we're looking for a function to do what. So they will tell you, yes, there is a safe protect by password. The password is sequence of n digits. Here I start from parameters, and then my first parameter gonna be n, which is n digit, so it's digits, so it's gonna be integer. So first question you will ask from your interviewer, what's the range of n? Make sure to ask this. They need to clear this for you. So here in this example, it's between 1 and 4, and k is between 1 and 10, so just keep in mind. Okay, so if this is 1 and 4 is digits, and then here we will say n digits, so sequence of n digits where each digit can be in range of 0 until k minus 1. So k gonna be the second integer we will get, so and it's between 1 and 10. Okay, so we almost got all information for inputs. Here you can write down description of the your problem, and Don't forget to write down, to mention yourself about time, complexity, and sorry, space complexity. We don't know at this point. We'll figure it out at the end usually, and for sure we need to find out what we're gonna return. So what we return is kind of a string, but let's see what is it. Yes, here we will see return any string of minimum length that will unlock the save at some point of entering it. So it's gonna be a string, which is the password, and any string here. Let me write down description here. Okay, but it is important that we know what is the problem and have idea. So here I will write the description of the comments, description of the problem. So this we're looking for technically this minimum length that unlock the safe at some point. So we write a function to find crack to unlock the safe. To understand this problem, we need to go for visualize. For now we get that we have two digit, and we'll have one input a string. So, and from base of these 2 digits, we will find what is the our output supposed to be as n digits, gonna be number of the password n digit, and k is range of the password characters could be. So based of all of this, before I jump to visualization, I try to write my function signature. So function crack safe, underline n, which is integer, and underline k, which is integer, and we return one string. So this is gonna be my function, but to find out what exactly we're looking for, we need to visualize it. So I start from example number 1. So in this example, we learned that our length is 1, and k is 2. So if we want to write down all of our possibilities, we say, okay, we have possibility was 0, and we have a possibility of 1. So based of this, I will say, if I say my string can be 0, and here 0 1, or opposite. So it could be 1 and 0, 1 and 0, which match with our outputs that we're looking for. But still we are not clear. Let's go to example number 2. So in example number 2, if we want to visualize it, we need to make something like this. We should say, okay, so 0 0 could be 1 answer. Okay, so I can go by this that say okay, if I start from 0 0, you know, and my output is this one. So I put this output here, okay, and yeah, I say okay, 0 0, okay, and the rest gonna be 1 1 0. So the second possibility of you know, answer will be 0 1. So I can go by this. It is okay, 0 and 0 1, and they again 1 0. So this is the answer, yes, and it's gonna open it for me. The other possibility is 1 1. So if I go 0 0 and then 1 1, it's gonna open, and the last possibility is could be 1 0. Okay, so 0 0 1 and then 1 0, which is the answer. I put answers separately. It is important that you do visualization. First of all, you will get the solution in your mind. Also, you will get you know, some answer. Sometimes this help you to you know, figure out what could be answer. So okay, so now at the visualization, I write down my time is 2. Okay, actually forget it. I had the interruption between this, so I'm not gonna go over that. Okay, so let's go for solution. So for solution, you know, I can say my approach will be DFS, which is deep first search, and backtracking, because you know, I have to guess and find out if it's true, and then if it's true, I can move forward, and if not, and I come back and continue. And I use DFS because if I want to say, okay, my decision tree is gonna be something like this. So for example, I just say, okay, 0 is my first decision. Actually, 0 0 is gonna my first decision. So the second decision of me could be 0 1 and 1 1, for example, or 1 0. So I need to go and do you know, by this tree as a, you know, deep first search. So means that I go you know, by this way, not by level. Okay, if it was breed first search, then I'll go by level, but you know, I need to go from my tree down in one line, which could be answer. Okay, so let's go and start solution to keep this video short. So first of all, I start from my base cases, and so for base case, I just say if n was 1 and k was equal 1 as well, so my solution, or the only solution, gonna be 0. So I will return my only answer is gonna be 0 because k minus 1 is gonna be 0. Okay, and then I'm gonna start for memo or memorize. Okay, so here I declare one variable, I name it visited as usually we do for backtracking, and so I make this to be a set in Swift from type of string. Yes, and I do parentheses, which means that fill it with empty value for me. Then also I'm gonna create one variable by the name of start. So this variable will be equal with a string. So I'm gonna cast fill it with a string by repeating with 0 in there and with count of how many? It's gonna be n minus 1. So this is gonna be my string for 0. Then I'm gonna call DFS, but I did not declare this, but signature I like to be for DFS gonna be get a start here, and also gonna get k here, and at the end gonna get visited, but I make visited as a pointer because I want to make it make change on this visited. I want to keep updated. Okay, so after I call DFS, then I should have a result. Okay, but first I am coming here on top of this in my class. I'm gonna define results. So I just say var result equal empty string. Okay, so I just say result dot append what for me. I want to say append for me starting there, and at the end I'm gonna return result. So this is gonna be my main function, and then I'm gonna write my DFS function, which I called it here. So I write a function by the name of DFS, and so what gonna be signature? So underline starts from type of string, and also underline k from type of integer, also underline visited from type of sets of a string. So this s need to be capital, also here s need to be capital. Okay, so I gave my signature here. Something that I forgot is that this should be in out because I'm gonna I want to mutate this. So I use in out and I use and sign here to be able to change it. Still, you know, I add here start, but here I don't think so. I changed that one. So let's see what is working. I'm gonna look at it later. Okay, so here I write one for loop, index in range of 0 to k, not exact k, just k minus 1, and so from this range I want to do my loop. Okay, so here I write variable. I name variable by the name of neighbor, and I say okay, this variable equal what? Equal backslash and again backslash. Okay, so here I use start and here I use index, and then I'm gonna write my logic. So if not visited dot contains, so if my visited was not contains neighbor, so if you could apply neighbor in visited, then with not it's going to be true. So if you cannot find it, then go through and do this for me. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add this to visited, what I'm gonna add neighbor. Yeah, I'm gonna add neighbor in visited first, then I'm gonna say okay, variable char array equal array of characters and neighbors. Fill with the neighbors, and again here I'm gonna call DFS. So I'm gonna call DFS so this is recursive as you see, and so this time I'm gonna say okay, a string of char array, I just defined it on top, from 1 to end, and also k, and also and visited, and I'm gonna say my result, which is public up on top. I'm gonna append one string in there of index. Okay. I think we've done, just one part remained because I use you know, access to string which I don't have it there, so I have to go to extension of string protocol and define subscript for that. So subscript of index from type of int, return for me a character. How by this way. So return self and self dot index and self dot start index and offset by index. So I add this to a function to substring string protocol. Then in top you will see that I use it. So I'm gonna run this to see if it's work. Most probably there will be some typo and I need to fix them. So I go by to 29, line 29. Here I return 0, which is not correct. I should return a string. So again run. So line 43 this time. And what's the problem? Line 43, set of a string has no member contains. So I think I mistyped this. Yeah, so that fixed, and now I go to line 46 this time and add sign visited. I think again my visited is not typed correctly. Let me see. No, it seems okay. So let's see what's the problem. Let's say visited in scope solution cannot find. Yes. Oh, I wrote and. Sorry, $sign. It should be and. Okay. Here you go. Yeah, we're done. So as you see, we got in test actually we got the minimum test done. But to be more professional and convince your interviewer, you need to write test case as well for that. I use assert because XC test not working inside here, but you can write a XC test if you have time as well to make your interviewer convinced to hire you. So example number 1. Make sure to write all examples, and so first of all I'm gonna create an object from my solution, and then I'm gonna write my input and actually define my input, then I'm gonna define my output. So output is supposed to be this. And here I use assert. Okay, so inside assert I will call my object and then my function, and inside function I will pass n and k, and output should be equal output. So if this not working fine, we will write failed example 1 to we know that which example failed. Okay, so now I run it again. Yeah, here you will see that solution, yeah, mistyping. Yeah, it's working fine. So now you will see everything in this unit test is independent. So I'm gonna write my second one, which is available here. I advise you to write couple more by base of your self, and oh shoot, I submit that, but anyway, it's I submit this, it's working fine, and you know, speed is not too bad, and yeah, it's swift, and time is 36 seconds. And you know, if I run this, when the submit push run is work, and you can add more test cases. Okay, yeah, that's it for today, and I hope you like this video, and if you like it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to be subscribed, and if you have any idea or any advice about this that will be helpful, could be helpful for other folks, just please make sure to leave a comment below. Have a good one. Bye bye.